Go for the summer when I'm light. Boy, got your body on my mind. You make my heart beat faster. I'll be a sweet disaster. Deep in my palm, I want your love, love, love. Take off your clothes, clothes, clothes. I want your love, love, love. You drink my rose, rose, rose. I want your love.
Hello Taurus, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of October 2018, focusing on your career and work life. So I hope that you have a good month so far for the month of September. So let's see what is in store for you for next month. So the first card for you, representing the present positions or towards the beginning of the month, you have the Nine of Hearts. So this card actually a really good card for you. For the beginning of the month, it looks like that you get what you want in terms of your career life or in terms of your finances or money in general. It looks like that possibly some of you might get a windfall, or it can also be some of you might land a dream jobs in some way, the things that you really want, possibly for quite some time, and that can be something that are very encouraging for you. Like the beginning of the month, you will feel like a lot of energies as well as excitements in your blood, and that can be something that you possibly don't have it or don't even feel it for quite a while, and you might be also like missing those things before. So it's quite a positive way of beginning of starting the month actually. So try to be also open to any changes, possibly if you have to move, or even if you have to relocate or even meet new people. That can be something that you possibly have to be open in this case. So the next card that you're representing the influence cards or the bridge cards towards the middle of the month, you have the Five of Clubs. So this card actually not really negative in some way, but there are some kind of instability in your career life. Possibly towards the middle of the month, you may have to like, for instance, if you get a job, for instance, the things that you really want, possibly you may have to quit your job, your current employment, for instance. That can be also quite challenging. So possibly towards the middle of the month, you may have to tell your supervisors or your managers that you are getting a job that you really want, or the thing that you really want to do for the next few years. And it can be something that you want to address to your manager, that you may have to leave your current situation or current positions, and it can be something that you have to do. That can be something that is really challenging, or it can also be something that are possibly you don't have those ideas how to explain it to your peers or your manager that you have to leave. And be open as well, like be honest and tell them what it is you want, and hoping that you have to be also respect to them, because you may have a lot of oppositions in your career life. In this case, if you have to explain that you have to like leave your positions. So the next that you will have representing the past positions of your spread, you have the King of Diamonds. So this King of Diamonds can indicate you or another earth signs, a male. In this case can be the age of 35 or 40. So this king can be your previous employer, or can also be the employer that are like thinking of hiring you. There can be like I would say the decisions here can be made beforehand. So like actually you already know that you will get a job, possibly in the past. Can be also August, can also be September, but that can be like just only about the starting date can be something that is challenging. You may have already know this for quite some time, but you may not have the like the gut feelings to tell your boss that you already get a new roles in different companies. And actually that's something that you really have to do within the next few weeks or so, or it can also be towards the middle of the month of October. So it may vary depending on your situations here, but for some of you it can be indicating here strongly that you have to do it. So the next slide that you have representing the things that you learn from the past, you have the Jack of Heart. So this can be something that is related to this offer actually. For some of you who are not getting any offer or whatsoever the case may be, this card can be indicating that you have like connections with younger people around you. Can be your child or your nephews or things like that. You learn something from them with regards to your career life. So they can be something that are simple as like how to explain your situations to your managers, or how to get the sympathy of the people around you. And it can be something that is maybe quite hard to do if you are not really if you are really practical in the way you say things. You don't include any emotions, and it can be also challenging for some people to include the emotional sense into the conversation that you have with your manager or your peers or the people that you respect. So the next slide, you are presenting the things that you need to let go of. You have the Eight of Spades. So yeah, feeling stuck, you don't know what to do, or possibly you don't even know what you should do, maybe because of the deadlines that are approaching. It's like you have to start your new jobs, but then you have to leave the company, and it can be something that is also very challenging, but you don't have the gut feeling to say it to your manager that you have to leave, or possibly like the condition in your company really need your skills and they need your help. In this case, you just cannot leave, and that can be happening sometimes. But you don't have to be like the savior in your company. If you have your own choice, in this case, to just leave and get a better positions, possibly with better payment as well. So just be open-minded and say what it is you have to say, and hoping that they will accept it. You still get a good relation with your employer. So the next slide is representing the future card, or to the end of the month you have the Three of Diamonds. So this Three of Diamonds actually quite similar to the previous card, but you is more into a sense of developments in some way. What I feel is like, you know, the 5 to the 3 is something that is quite okay, I would say, because it's still on the odd sense, it's odd numbers. But it looks like that you have a lot of support around you, like things that you may feel like stuck. You don't know that they might not receive it well. They might oppose your decisions. They actually helping you. So they are not really opposing in some way, like in a judgmental kind of way, but they still wanting to help you to find success, like to get what you want. So if it is something that you really want to leave the company and then find those that new positions and work for the new company, and it can be something that you want, then they will help you to achieve that goal. As long as as long as you open to any possibilities, or even open to any response that you have to have, and that can be something that you possibly have to do. I think the sooner the better, because I think Pluto will goes direct by the end of this month, so it can be also quite a good time for saying it to your managers. So the last card that you have representing the clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Spades. So yeah, there is a new things that are appearing in your work life. It looks like that possibly because Uranus is in your sign. It can be something that this can be the beginning of your wild journey in some way, because you may have got like something that is really unusual. It can be something that is really good that you really want, but it never happened to you before. Like you like something that is planned, and everything that is predictable. This is not predictable. This is something that is new. That is something that you don't even expect, and it can be something that is exciting as well. So be prepared for any changes in your life, especially in terms of your career life. It looks like that there is something new that you have to start. So the sooner the better, because something that is like delay, or because of you don't have the gut to say to your boss that will hinder you, that it's something that is not really good for you in general, and also the people around you as well, because they may have to like to be in the hanging stage. They don't know how to solve your problem. They don't know how to help you, but they also have to be impacted with your, let's say, your decision to leave. So just be open and say what it is that you have to say, and hopefully they will accept what you want and find a common ground. I hope that this reading is helpful. I think everything is okay. I would say it's quite interesting reading, but you have to be like practical and positive about it, and also open about it as well. So overall it's quite good. So if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe, and if you want to donate, just find the link on the description below, and see you next month. Thank you.